Tell Josh the what? Okay, come Cicely, she's taller than me.
How do I
So
know
get
when?
in the room. Huh?
How do I know when you guys gonna say like ready, set, go?
Don't worry. I'm not gonna have him open the door to the camera because then you're gonna look at the door.
Okay. So
What?
You hear that?
No.
yeah.
What?
I don't know what it is.
What is
Somebody
it?
crying. You hear that, though,
Oh,
right?
I heard it.
Something crying?
No, nothing ain't done there. Okay, so I'm gonna have to edit that out again.
Sorry,
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so he likes for me to make decisions when I'm hungry. And I'm like, I don't make no decisions when I'm hungry because I'm gonna make the wrong one. So, and the decision is, am I gonna go into work with him or not? So if I'm hungry, the answer right up front is no. But if I'm not hungry, I might go, okay, yeah, I'll go in. Anyways, I stopped at Food for Less after the gym because I picked up some items because I want to go home and do a new recipe. And I had this idea the other day because Mario was out shopping and he took us shopping on his Periscope. He spent like $74 and he really didn't pick up anything of consequence. And he says, Barbara, I need help. Tell me what to make, because he gets up like 1:30 in the morning. He goes to work for what, 2:30, 3 o'clock, and he's there till 10 at least. And then when he gets home 11:30 or noon, I could just imagine how hungry he is because he eats a lot of nuts and bananas and seeds and stuff like that and granola all morning when he is doing the news report because he wants to keep his energy high. So I can just imagine how he crashes when he gets home. So he says, do some quick videos, quick videos on quick recipes. So not just that the videos are quick, but the recipes are quick. Then when he gets home, he could grab something healthy and eat. And so I've got some ideas. Jada has better ideas than I do, but I want to make the first video with maybe 5 quick recipes, meals, snacks, and desserts that he could just rush in and eat and not have to like eat bad. You know, and just then you found out you ate chips and then you ate, you know, crackers, or you ate, what's the soup people eat, ramen or whatever. I never ate ramen, but I used to be hooked on cup of noodles, that brand. And I used to think like it was healthy for me because it was just a little cup of noodles, you add some water. This was back in the 90s when the kids were young. And sometimes I would cut up some cold cuts on the top of it or whatever, and that's all I would have for lunch. I wouldn't binge on anything else. I would eat a good breakfast, that would be my lunch, and then I would eat dinner, and I got fatter and fatter and fatter and sicker and sicker and sicker. And then that's when I learned about MSG and how bad that stuff is for you and blah 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 blah. Did you guys know that MSG causes brain damage? I mean, it makes your neurons fire and fire and fire and fire until they stop firing, and when the neurons stop firing, they're dead. So I was telling Josh the other day, it was kind of like, you know, if your car starter, it fires for that minute to start the car and then it doesn't fire anymore, right? Imagine if you're driving and it just keeps firing and firing and firing and firing. Eventually that's gonna die. You know, even so, eventually the starter does die on a car. But I'm saying that it would die quicker. So I don't want any brain damage. I need all my brain cells to do what I need to do in life to continue being happy. So, yeah, so I found out that cup of noodles was bad for you, and I stopped eating that. And so I was never a ramen girl, but I was a cup of noodles girl. And I used to love Ritz crackers or Keebler crackers and all that stuff, and found out all that stuff not good for you. That's why it tastes so good, because it's not good for you. So I went to Costco the other day, and you know what, I've decided I'm not going to mention Costco anymore at my cooking channel because they get a lot of free advertisement off of me. And I went to go research yesterday to see if they sponsor anybody on anything at all, and they only sponsor you if you're a 501c, which means you're a charitable whatever. And a lot of people have a 501c when they're not even doing anything charitable, and I guess they'll sponsor those type of people, but they don't even sponsor an animal shelter. They put the list of things that they don't sponsor. Not even an animal shelter. I mean, good Lord, I'm broke, and I would sponsor an animal shelter. Come on. So I'm not gonna give them free advertisement anymore at my site because they'll never sponsor my show, because they don't sponsor people for, you know, talking about them, whatever. So when Jada was in that beauty contest, they wouldn't even sponsor her, you know. But yet my representative for State Farm sponsored Jada out of his own money, not from State Farm's money, but his own money. You know, and a lot of people came forth. Rotolo Chevrolet, they sponsored my baby girl. So those are people that I would patronize because they come out and they sponsor people in the community for stuff. So anywho, what I'm gonna do first is just go home and eat something, and then I'm gonna see if I'll set up to do the show. By the way, guys, Joshua has found his niche in YouTube. Joshua's been wanting to do YouTube for a while, but he wanted to do video game reviews or something like that, but YouTube passes so many different rules about that.
You get the last.
Yes, Joe, you tell him. YouTube passes so many rules about that, and copyright infringement this and copyright infringement that Joshua just kind of backs off of it because he doesn't even know what the rules are. Well, he found his niche. I'm so excited for him. He's gonna be reading spooky stories, and he did 2 already, and Joe and I were so impressed. We were like, wow, Josh, you know, you've got the voice for it, and it was like really so easy for him to do. And so he's gonna do a 3rd one, and then he's gonna put a video together with 3 spooky stories that he's read, and then see how it takes off, you know. So he's invited me to read one. I think it's gonna be difficult for me because my training with voiceover announcing and stuff tells me that I have to smile every time I speak, because then it puts that excitement in your voice, and these spooky stories are not supposed to be like that. It's a different type of excitement to where it's like, you know, Ben and I were 15 years old living in Dublin, Ireland, and then we went around and then we saw this man in the white van, blah 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 blah. I'm like, you're supposed to be like that.
With a big gun in his hand.
With a big gun in his hand. And then the white van opened up and blah blah blah. And it's, you know, a different type of excitement that doesn't have that smile in your voice. So I don't know, I don't think I'll be good at it, but he's invited me to try one. And I'll try it because I'd really like to see him get that started. You know, Josh was into his art, and then he works for us, and then when we don't have work, he doesn't have work, and then sometimes he doesn't want to leave us because he figures we need him. And I'm like, baby, we'll do okay without you, so you branch out and do your life, do what you want to do that makes you happy, because we gonna be alright. We gonna be alright. I'm home, let me help with the groceries. Hey guys, it's Friday and we just finished a very small order. I love the small orders so much because you feel like you're getting some good money for the job that you had to put in, because we charge a flat rate for anything under 3,300 pieces so that it's worth our while to change the setting on the machines. We're getting ready to leave for lunch right now. I may or may not come back because I have some cleanup to do, but I might just leave it alone. This is a holiday weekend. A lot of people have left early. You know, our neighbors in our back door area have all left already. And so why stay back here, right? Just when in Rome, do like the Romans do. So I told Joel, let's go, because everybody is all gone. So he's locking up the back door right now, and he just came and gave me the let's go sign. This is the kind of music I love, guys. Ernie Smith. Nice. Ooh, beautiful reggae. You know, I've met him once when I was a little girl. I don't quite remember it because my dad had a band and he came to Belize and he sang with the band. See? At the post office. You are waiting here? You think you are a bag of chips?
I know that.
You got it there?
Yep.
Huh?
You got everything.
You got any money for getting the lady some money down there?
Yep.
Huh?
Nope.
Why you always so broke? Huh?
Because I have you.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Please forgive him, Jesus. So I'm proud of my baby. You know, poor thing. She's just sitting on the dirt. So he gave her $1 out of his $3 lottery ticket winnings. So let me ask you guys something. So my friend Osley is Seventh-day Adventist, right? And he comes with all his little rules and regulation. Don't eat no meat. I said, okay, I'll make lamb. That's from Big Fat Greek Wedding. Jada and I love to run that joke with vegans. You don't eat no meat? Okay, I make lamb. Anyways, so he comes with all his, he's not mean about it though, guys. He doesn't cram it down our throats. Honestly, he doesn't. He's a real sweet guy. But he comes with all these rules and regulations with a smile on his face. And you can't do this and you can't do that. And yada, 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 yada. And then we find out he won $1,500 in the lottery. I'm like, what the hell? You can't buy no lottery, you Adventist. What is your problem? And so Joe says he has his car stashed with lottery tickets. I'm like, what? God bless Adventists too? when they play the lottery when they know they ain't supposed to play the lottery? Are you periscoping?
Practicing.
You practicing for the periscope, my baby? Huh?
Yeah.
That corn smells good though. Did you do the corn thing?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah.
I've never tasted it. You think I should?
Yeah, you like
It has
everything
mayo.
you like.
It has butter.
No.
Mayo?
Mayo, cheese, and cayenne.
And what?
Cayenne.
Cayenne? Let me try it. You made enough for me to try it?
I made one and I ate it so I can make you another one.
Okay. You look beautiful today.
Oh, thank you.
How's Lewis's mommy doing?
So they rushed her to Kaiser.
Uh-huh.
Kaiser said they don't want to touch her. So they were trying to make Violet pay $200 because they gave her some pain pills and a room for like an hour or two.
Why did they rush her to Kaiser? Because that's the closest?
Yeah.
That's the closest one? But she's not a Kaiser member though, right?
Well, I don't know. If they
don't want to touch her, she's probably not a Kaiser member.
Maybe, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
But so they rushed her to Loma Linda. They had to drive her to Loma Linda in the car. So now they're waiting for her specialist to come and do the surgery. And so they're all at Loma Linda right now.
And so she threw up her tube, a piece of her tube? Why was she throwing up so bad?
She's just like, when she throws, sometimes like she'll cough.
Oh.
Or sometimes it'll get like too bad and she'll stir something up and she'll throw up. And this time she like...
Is Lewis okay though? Because I know he stresses.
I mean, he was in a panic. He called me at 1 o'clock in the morning. He's like, I need you. And I'm like, I can't go. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, doll.
Poor baby.
Yeah. And so he was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I was just kind of frantic. I'm like, no, that's understandable. Like, and so I just got off the phone with him. He's like, I'll call you back a little bit later. We have to go because they're going to start the surgery right now. So,
To put back in the tube?
yeah.
Okay. Why is she acting so crazy?
Because I haven't let her in.
You're mean.
I haven't given her a bath yet.
She smells rank. Her baby's screaming and hollering because she wants to come in, but she smells rank. She smells like chicken when it's going bad.
Such a vivid.
Do you guys like that smell that gets in the chicken skin? Yeah, she needs a bath. Hey guys, happy Saturday afternoon to you. I think it's the 5th of September. I think so. Anyways, Joe and I are heading down to visit mom. We haven't seen her in a little while, probably about 4 weeks since I've seen her. And she's doing really, really well. As you guys can see from my last vlog, her numbers are at 63 for the tumor markers. They need to be under 30 for them to consider her to be in remission. And I am expecting under 30 by the time she gets her 6th chemo. She goes this coming Tuesday for her 5th one. And that's Joe. Say howdy.
Hi, people.
So Joe and I spent the morning, I say cleaning out the garage, but it's really not cleaning out the garage. We kind of moved around some stuff. I took some pictures of some stuff that I want to sell. And I've never really had a garage sale. Can you guys believe that? In the 29 years that I've been married to Joe, I think we've had one garage sale, and we were selling pool supplies because Joe used to work at a pool company. Well, he used to print the bottles for the company that used to manufacture pool and spa chemicals. And one time they had like an excess or whatever, and they gave it to the workers, and so we were selling it. It wasn't very successful, and we've never had another garage sale. We just usually give everything away, but this time what I'm gonna do is like sell it on this thing called Close 5. I don't know why Joe's driving so fast. This thing called Close 5, I think it has to do with eBay. It's kind of like a Craigslist, but a little bit different spin on it. I'm researching it still because I don't know how to. I mean, I have an idea how to work the app, but I don't know what happens at the sale. I want to make sure everything is up to par, and I want to make sure they're not going to get any of my money, because on Craigslist, all that money is yours. And so let me close the door of this thing, of the camera. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. And whatever monies I make, I think I'm gonna give to Jada, but shh, don't tell her. Jada is really working hard on her YouTube channel, as you guys know. She's trying to put up 1 song a week. She didn't put up any this week because the week before she put up 3. And now school started this week, and she's trying to get into the swing of things. So she's gonna try to put up one a week, and then Periscope once a week at least on Fridays when she has her day off. Thanks to all of you that are watching her Periscopes, Marie, Angie, and pretty much I think everybody else she has is through Mario. But you guys are faithful to anything that this family does, and we are so grateful for that. Marie, thank you for watching Joshua's channel. Somebody's calling Joe's phone. Hang on, guys. Hold on. Hello? This is she? I'm gonna get Joe for that one. This was some solar people that he spoke with on Friday, right? Yesterday? And he's like, you're gonna have to take that up with my wife. That's how he gets out of stuff. And then he gives me his phone to answer it when he's driving, because he doesn't know who it is. And then they're talking my ear off, and then they ask you a question and they don't give you time to answer the question. So I finally told the guy, if you don't shut up after you ask me a question, I'm gonna hang up. Because when you ask somebody a question, you're supposed to give them an opportunity to answer, right? And his voice was grating in my ear. His voice was like deep and raspy at the same time, and it just kind of hit right at the wrong spot in my eardrum, and it hurt. I had to hold the phone like this. I was like, what? So I told him that we were heading up to Utah and that I lost connection. I lost connection. So anyways, when I get to mom today, I'm going to try to Periscope from there. Mario was on earlier on a Periscope telling us tips about Periscoping. So I'm going to try. And I'm hoping that Marie gets to log on this time, because we're going to be talking live with mommy, okay? So, let's hope it works. Let me show you the traffic. It's empty on our side going west, and east is jammed. I'm glad we're not coming east right now, Joe.
Not bad.
I mean, it's moving, but it's not moving like our side. I think these people are going to Vegas for the holiday weekend. Huh, baby? They're probably going to Vegas. Hi, boo!
Bye.
Alright guys, so we're going home 8 o'clock at night from mommy, and this side going east is still packed. I think this is the mad dash out of town for the Vegas crowd. It's crazy. Let's see if I can get some light. Alright, just a little bit of light. I didn't record anything when I was at mom's because she didn't want to put back on her cap after we periscoped, and she periscoped for a long time, for about a half hour, so she was kind of tuckered out, so I just kind of left her alone. But you guys need to get periscope. You guys need to get periscope because it's so much fun, and I was so glad that I could share mom with you guys today. You know, Angie came on, and like 10 people were on sustained, which was awesome because she's just now getting wind of what Periscope is. And my sister came over too, and I wanted to Periscope with her, but she said if Periscope doesn't have a filter like Instagram has, she doesn't want to do it. And I'm like, and my sister's beautiful, okay? So anyways, yeah, just spending some time with Joe. We know they're probably going to have a drunk driver's checkpoint when we get off the freeway in our little town, and that's why we don't drink. We don't drink. I don't drink alcohol, period. And Joe will drink very infrequently, like one time for the year, maybe at home in the house he'll have a beer, right, Joe? And Joe used to drink at every party and stuff like, but not when we drive, you know. Like if we have a party at our house, he would drink, and once in a blue moon he'd take a beer on a weekend or something. But now it's not at all. So it's no reason, he just doesn't feel the need for it. So we're about 17 miles away from home. I don't even know if I'm seeing a lens. I might look cross-eyed. So dark in here. But we had a good time. Thanks for coming on Periscope, guys. Alright guys, see the popo over there? See them right there? So they always have this every holiday weekend. It never fails.
Catch me.
They're never gonna get Joe and me because we don't drink, let alone drink and drive. So who did you pull? You?
Somebody trying to run, I guess.
Somebody ran? But they're not stopping nobody yet. They're gonna stop you here.
No, somebody trying.
Will somebody turn back? Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna shut off the camera so we can be compliant. What I told you guys? They didn't even stop Joe. They waved him on, but they stopped the car in front of us. They stopped the car behind us, and there was a car that was trying to make a run for it when they got off the freeway, because they set it up that way where the minute you get off the freeway, you have nowhere to go. So you can't even switch drivers if you were drunk.
Just want to go across the border.
Joe says it's like when you come in across the border. You can't switch cars, you can't switch drivers, you can't run. How would you know about that?
I go all the time.
You go all the time? Yeah, so, I mean, I suppose they're gonna keep us alive, but people should know by now, because if I know this, every holiday weekend, it never fails. They start from Thursday. I think it's a little money-making venture for them too, huh? Joe and I are heading out to the gym Sunday morning. We didn't go yesterday, Saturday. Did we? No, I think we went yesterday because we cleaned the garage. And then we went to the shop for something or the other. And then we went to Mom to visit. And I periscoped from there. Sorry if you guys missed it, but Mom just learned about Periscope. And I kept telling her about Periscope. I kept telling her that I met Mario through Periscope. And she just didn't care. Didn't want to know nothing. Till when one of her newscasters on Channel 5 started using Periscope. Now all of a sudden, Mama is like, what's this Periscope thing you were talking about? I want to be on it. Now Joe's on it. Then he threw me under the bus and showed Daddy it. So now Daddy's following me on Periscope. I can't even talk about his people. Thank God he doesn't know about the vlogs. And then he's following me on Instagram, asking me who all these people are in my pictures. Like I know half these people. And now he sent me a Facebook friend request. This man is 72. You need to get off all this mess, Daddy. I'm gonna do to him like my kids do to me. Mom, you can follow me, but you better not like none of my stuff. And you better not pass any comments on any of my stuff. So you start this mess.
That's you and your father.
Joe, why you throw me underneath the bus? Joe, why you throw me underneath the bus? Why you never just shut your big mouth? Daddy don't know that thing exists.
When I pop it up, you say, what's that?
He ain't got Facebook because he does it for his freight. Now all of a sudden he learned about Instagram and Twitter and all this mess.
You want to launch our scope, so I want to do that. I said, okay.
And he got like 5 Twitters.
I tell
Do you know he have 5 Twitters? All of them in different business name.
I told him, tell your daughter to hook you up. So okay.
And tell my daughter, he stayed right over there and figured out himself. Let me tell you about my dad. Yes, he's a math genius. And so there's nothing, once you know math, there's pretty much nothing that you can't learn. I really believe that. Math is just a bunch of, theories and, what do you call the thing, formulas that you have to memorize, you know, and when to apply them. That's what math is. And he knows them. He's the kind of student that when he was in school and in Belize and he couldn't afford books, he would like write down out of the book what the homework is, take it home, and he would do the homework. You know, we have to go back in the book to find the formula and find the section that taught about that and that. No, Daddy knows that stuff really, really well. And so he worked for the phone company for 20 years. He was one of the first technicians to introduce DSL to the public. And so he had DSL well before DSL was popular. And then he retired right after DSL was in its heyday, right before U-verse. And so basically he's not dumb when it comes to technology, okay? He's had a bunch of Twitter accounts that he uses for his business, bunch of Facebook accounts that he uses for his different businesses, but he is not into the apps like Vine and Periscope and give me another one, Joe. Clothes 5 that you sell stuff on, and you know he wasn't into those until we were there yesterday, and me and mommy.
What the hell is that?
Look, this big In-N-Out truck did a U-turn there right now. The truck was going north, and then it turned going west, and just did a U-turn right there.
I can tell you what, he could drive.
He's a good driver, because he did that with one swing. Yeah, so Daddy knows technology, okay? Even though he's 72, my Jada's little friends, they're always like marveling at what all my dad knows with technology and stuff like that. Like, your dad knows about this? Your dad knows about that? I mean, your grandpa knows about this, grandpa. And Jada's like, yeah, it's just so common for Jada to have a grandpa that's so technology savvy, you know? That it's not odd for her, you know? So mommy, on the other hand, knows nothing about technology except how to get us to work it for her. She knows how to get what she wants out of it, but we work it for her. She's really savvy that way. So all I was able to do was my 30-minute section, which is good, you know. If you can do that 30 minutes, it's really, really good. And I did 3 sets of 15 reps today on each of the machines. And then we have to leave in an emergency because Joe bent down and ripped his pants from sternum to bow. It's totally ripped, and he's all like, how bad does my pants look? Can I continue to work out, or do I have to go home? I'm like, we gotta go home. Thank God you wear underwear. Thank God you're not like these people who go out and don't wear any underwear, because you would have been so embarrassed. So we're going home, but I'm not mad because I had some pain in my hip today and I worked it out. It's gone, so I'm in a good mood. Oh, I love the zoom on this thing here. Better. So what are you doing?
Entertaining my guests.
Showing off your new job. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. Please check out my other channels right here to the right of your screen, the cooking channel, the product review channel, and Joe's channel. The links are in the description box.